The episode kicks off with Bumpy Johnson still shaken by losing control of the St. Clair, one of his most valuable pieces of territory. The loss forces him to act fast and dangerously. In a surprising twist, Bumpy reaches out to an old rival from his past, a familiar face with a sharp mind and a history of betrayal. Their reunion is tense, filled with bitter memories, but Bumpy needs backup to stop Joe Colombo's growing power in Harlem. As the two uneasy allies try to work together, their conversations are sharp and filled with suspicion. Forrest Whitaker brings quiet intensity to Bumpy's risky decision, showing a man who's trying to hold his empire together with limited tools. At the same time, Omar's journey takes a deeper turn as he digs into the mystery surrounding Malcolm X's death. He finally gets a name, one of the shooters involved in the assassination. That clue sets him and the Black Panthers on a mission, part investigation, part emotional reckoning. The search takes them through dangerous streets, undercover informants, and constant surveillance from law enforcement. Nigel Thatch's performance as Omar is strong and heartfelt, showing a man driven by justice and haunted by grief. One key moment stands out, a face-off in a Harlem alley where Omar nearly explodes with anger before pulling back, showing how discipline and rage live side by side in the movement. Meanwhile, Mamie Johnson receives an invitation that takes her far from Harlem's streets, Truman Capote's famous black and white ball. It's a glamorous, high society event packed with elite guests like James Baldwin and other cultural icons. For Mamie, it's a chance to step into a different world and play a strategic role in helping Bumpy, this time through charm and conversation. While she mixes with Manhattan's wealthy elite, she quietly tries to secure funding for Bumpy's new club, keeping it clean from drug money. Ilfenish Hadara plays Mamie with grace and strength, especially in a clever exchange with a rich investor that hints at deeper political games. Her scenes offer a striking contrast to the violence happening back in Harlem, emphasizing the show's theme of double lives. Back in the neighborhood, Colombo senses that Bumpy is spread too thin and makes a move to take over more ground. Tensions explode at a Harlem bar where Colombo's men show their strength, only to be met with brutal force from Bumpy's new ally. The fight is fast, gritty, and bloody, with editing and music that raise the tension. But Bumpy's deal with his old enemy proves unstable. Their old grudges resurface during a heated argument, reminding both men that trust is still in short supply. Whitaker perfectly captures Bumpy's inner struggle, torn between strategy and pride. Throughout the episode, there are powerful reminders of the times they live in, the civil rights movement, racial injustice, and a community still reeling from Malcolm X's murder. The Black Panther's hunt for his killer adds urgency and meaning to the story. At the same time, Mamie's appearance at Capote's elite party brings in questions of race, status, and survival. Elise, Bumpy's daughter, has a quiet but important scene where she questions her father's legacy, wondering if power built through crime can ever support the cause of Black liberation. As the episode builds to its final scenes, Bumpy makes a calculated strike against Colombo's plans. With his former rival by his side, they ambush one of Colombo's top men late at night, taking him off the board. It's a clear win, but one that comes with a cost. Bumpy starts to see that this alliance could bring more problems than it solves. The episode ends on a quiet but powerful note. Mamie returns from the ball, dressed in elegance, and meets Bumpy in their home. They exchange a few words, but the silence says everything. The future looks uncertain, and the path ahead is more dangerous than ever. Review Black and White stands out as one of the strongest episodes of Godfather of Harlem Season 4. It blends action, politics, and deep character moments into a compelling story. The return of Bumpy's old rival adds suspense and unpredictability, and the writers smartly keep viewers guessing about how long this alliance can hold. The pacing is tight, moving from Harlem streets to high society parties without losing focus. Omar's story about Malcolm X brings emotional weight, and his scenes feel urgent and real. His investigation gives the episode historical grounding and connects the show's personal drama to the larger fight for justice. Mamie's experience at Capote's ball is another highlight, offering a break from the violence while still pushing the story forward. Her strength, intelligence, and quiet power shine through, giving the episode a different kind of intensity. The visual contrast between the elegant ball and the bloody Harlem streets is striking and meaningful. If the episode has a weakness, it's that some subplots, like Elisa's reflections, feel a little underdeveloped. But strong performances from Forrest Whitaker, Nigel Thatch, and Ilfanesh Hadera more than make up for that. The cinematography and music keep the mood sharp, whether it's a tense street ambush or a whispered conversation in a ballroom. Black and White sets the stage for a powerful season finale, and it reminds us why Godfather of Harlem continues to be one of the best shows about crime, power, and the Black American experience. It's gritty, smart, emotional, and never predictable,